breath, don't fall back to sleep. And then breathe in and reach over your head, reach your hands up, point your toes, have a nice big stretch through the body. Nice way up, point the toes, a breath. And then slide your feet up, bring your knees in towards your chest. And just hold on to them loosely, just to have a nice slow rock from side to side. So we're not necessarily engaging too much through the body, we're just feeling a nice sway. So let's do that a couple more times on each side. And then stretch back out again. So point your toes, take your hands over your head, have a big stretch. Really, really let your back slightly arch off the ground. You just take a lovely big deep breath into your lungs. Let the breath go. And then let the body just go nice and relaxed again. We're going to lift the hands up towards the ceiling, big deep breath in. And then just let them fall down by the sides of the body. And you're going to, like snow angels, you're going to take the hands up around the side but against the ground, back over the head. So you stretch out to the side, try not to take each other out of the hand, and then reach back over your head. So just moving the shoulders a few different angles. Point your toes, nice big stretch. And then very slowly, the same again, we're going to bring the knees in, hold on to your knees, give them a hug. And have a little rock from side to side. So really gentle. Let's not do anything too manic today. And then we're just going to place the feet flat on the ground, take the hands out to the side, knees are together, and we're just going to let the knees fall to one side. And then take them over and let them fall to the other. So it's just increasing the rocking a little bit, so keep that moving across and to the side. Then if you feel you want to, you can take the feet off and start moving the knees across the feet. We're not staying on each side, we're just moving, dropping back, straight back up again. Feeling that's the movement. So it's not just in the hips and the knees anymore, it's moving into the tummy and through the ribcage. So we'll do that one more time on each side. And then we're going to come back to centre. Slide the feet out, stretch the hands over the head again. You know this bit, we've done it a couple times now, let's have a nice breathe. We're going to very gently pull the knees in towards the chest. A big squeeze this time so your tailbone comes off the ground and you're bringing your knees up towards your shoulders as well. And your tummy muscles are engaged. Breath in. Exhale back out. So we're actually warming up the tummy, which is getting digestion moving, getting nice fluid through the body. And again, bring them in, don't just hug them loosely, squeeze them as tightly as you can, lift your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale back out. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to come in, breathe in, give them a nice big squeeze against the chest. Cross your feet over, hold on to your ankles or your knees and rock up to sitting. We're going to go back down in a second, but we're going to leave the knees for a minute, come up nice and high with the hands and breathe in. Exhale, look to roll back down, bring the knees back in towards the chest. And the same again, we're going to roll back up to sitting. Get that momentum going. Too early. Come nice and high. And take the hands behind the back. And let's just have a little move. And with your hands behind your back, I just want you to let your shoulders turn from side to side. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling and independently, let's have a nice reach. Oh, that feels really lovely. Nice stretch. Let the hands move. Let's stretch your hands, stretch your fingers. I apologise, the phone's ringing. I'm not answering it. Hands on your knees and very independently let the shoulders move backwards. And then give your head a chance to release any strain through it. Bring your chin to your chest, back's nice and straight, hands are on your knees, and just let the head Sit against the chest, chin against the chest. Just breathe and really feel that expansion through the neck. Let the breath go. Lift your head up towards the ceiling. Take your chin up. Let's stretch through the front of the body so it's a nice jump. Make sure there's not too much pressure on the back of the neck. And exhale, let's just come back down. So all we're doing is just getting that neck nice and warm. Let the head sort of sway from side to side while it's down. So your shoulders are moving, your chin's moving, but your head's looking in that down position. So you can feel that movement across the back of the neck down and towards the shoulders. It's nice, gentle. All we're doing is just trying to encourage some release of the muscles through those points. And then let the head start to get a bit bigger. So it's now you're swaying it from side to side. So leading with the chin, ears follow, the opposite ear follows, so you're moving across. And let the body move as well. It's not just the head, but you can feel that stretch moving down the neck. So we're just kind of waking the body up, just kind of making sure all the muscles know that they need to react. And then we're going to come back to centre. Just drop our head down to one side. There you go. Let's lift up and take it onto the other side. Really lazy. And let it go. Now open up your hands, bring your head back to neutral. Turn your palms down. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate the shoulder forward and back, and then we're going to do it on the other side. So forward and back, forward and back. So we're not just working through the shoulders, we're actually working through the side of the neck muscles. Forward and back, forward and back. One more time on each side. Forward, back. Give yourself a hug, wrap your hands around, put your hands on your shoulders, and we're going to draw those lovely figures of eights that we've done before. You can lift the elbows high as you come up, take them low as you go down. You're encouraging that stretch down the body, down the back. Feels nice getting air in the lungs. One more time on each side. Back to centre. Let's open up the hands again, and we're going to do 4. So we're going to move forward for 1. And that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4. And then we're going to cross the hands over in the opposite direction, and the same principle. Let's lift the elbows up as you come up, take them down as you go down towards your knee. Up and round. Up. So really start to feel it open up at the lower back. And one more on each side, and one more dip on each side. And then take your hands back up, and just let your body weight come forward and drop yourself down. So you're going to feel that stretch start to move into the inside of your leg. And you want your shoulders to be heavy, so give them a little bit of movement, let them relax, let the head be nice and soft. And have a little sway from side to side so you can feel the weight move across from one side of the body through one bum cheek. And feel that in the back. Nice and loose with the head. Head should be nice and soft, let it follow where you move your shoulders to. And then round through your body, take your hands back up over your head, and we're going to roll all the way back down over your head, stretch your feet out, and a nice piece. Feels weird, doesn't it, when you've been sitting up and then you're lie back down. Oh dear. Then we're going to bring one knee in towards the chest, just one at the moment, give it a nice big squeeze. Hold it here so you can feel that your other legs go away from you. You can feel that hip flexor is nice and open, and you want to compress the other hip flexor, so really squeeze the knee in. We're just waking up those muscles. Give your foot to rotate so that you can feel that even though you're squeezing it, you can feel the muscles are working to get that foot moving. Now take your opposite hand onto the base of your foot, and just see if you can rotate your foot towards your shoulder, opposite shoulder a little bit, just to increase a little bit of a stretch. A little bit more of a compression in the hip and a bit more of a stretch on the back of that leg. Don't worry how much you can do. We're still quite early in here. And have a little rock across the knee from side to side. So we're just pulling the foot across the hips and just moving in and out and opening up. Just encouraging those muscles deep in those hips to release. And then release that foot. What we're going to do with that bent knee, we're going to take it over the top of our straight leg as though we're going into that paramedics recovery position. Drop the knee down and just drop the hand to the side and lie like a nice big star on the ground with one knee at the top. Look towards your back hand if you feel comfortable enough to, but if not, it doesn't matter. Because all we're going to do is just a lovely long breath in. Hold the breath and let the whole body just drop. Try not to lift the back hand off the ground if you can help it. Let's do that again. Body just drop. Now roll over with the knee back to that starting position. Push your leg out so your body and the legs are nice and straight. Take your hands over your head. Wiggle through the hips to encourage that movement. Cross your feet up. So you're actually going to lift your feet up. Use your tummy muscles to bring your knees in. Cross your feet over. Hold on to your ankles or your knees. Rock back up. Lift your hands up. Exhale. Just bring your hands down so your elbows come behind your body and you're opening up your chest and your heads up. Big deep breath in. And then roll away. Back down, stretching yourself back over your head, body, with your feet. Nice relaxing breath, arch the back slightly. Think about that stretch through the tummy, so when those muscles are all still at night time, digestion's very slow, so we're just warming up those digestive muscles as well. Now let's bring the other knee on the other side up into the body. So we're going to pull onto the knee, pull it in towards the chest. Again, we're going to feel like there's quite an opening happening from one leg to the other. We're going to feel an opening through the hip flexor on one side and a squash on the other side. Just going to hold that really tight for a moment. Breathe in, push your tummy into that leg as best as you can. Breath go. And then reach down towards your opposite foot and gently bring it in towards the opposite shoulder. Now in that position, let's have a rotate from side to side. So we're just going to put that knee and that hip. So again, it's more a case of it might feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit painful, a little bit trapped because the muscles might not be waking up yet, that initial sort of burn you feel in your muscles, but encourage it to just move as best as it can. Just one more on each side. And then we're going to let go of that foot, take that bent knee across the straight leg. Put down on the ground and reach your hands out to the side again, let your body drop down. Now let that knee be heavy. Take a breath in deeply. Hold the breath before letting everything just relax, letting it get heavy, letting the twisting one more time. And then let the breath go. Then very gently lift the knee back over, bring your other knee in towards the chest. Knees them together, feet together. Let's just rock from side to side like we did before. Just 4 times, so twice on each side. Just encouraging. I feel that the massage inside, just underneath the ribcage, inside the tummies, just to and get the kidneys working as well. Or balance, should I say. And then let's cross our feet over knees or feet again. Let's rock up to sitting. Take your hands straight up. We've done this before, so let's take the hands up straight up. And then we're going to bring the hands down like we did before and open up the chest. Keeping your shoulders where they are, you're just going to move your hands so they go behind you and open up that way. And then take them all the way down. Let's clasp them together and let's draw the shoulder blades in and open through them. Chin up. Kind of relaxing it, no force. Just trying to wake up. And then bring the hands in towards the chest, bring them up. And exhale, let's really give a lovely round. Into chest. Let the chest really arch through the back neck open up. And now come up nice and high on your tailbone and let's start to draw figures of 8s with the hands. So we can feel the weight moving across from each of the tailbones. We can feel that stretch happen from the top of the shoulders down towards the hips, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to open up the back of the spine. So keep, and start to take the hands quite low towards the knee and back up, and then quite low towards the knee on each side. So it's encouraging that deeper stretch towards the hip. One more time on each side. And then take your hands up and just let them drop, let them release.